Warren, Mr. Bowtie, coming at you once again with a couple of words of encouragement. As you're listening to this, I ask that you subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and even share my videos to those who you feel will benefit from the message that I give, the little words of encouragement. Today I want to talk about inner strength. I want to talk about inner strength, asking the question as we start off, where do you gain your strength from? Where do you gain your strength from as you are living this thing that we call life? Where do you gain your strength from? I entitled this one, Inner Strength, simply because a lot of times it's the exterior things that we try to gain our strength from that may come up short or fail us from time to time. A lot of people gain strength from other people, or they try to gain strength from, or they get their strength from even alcohol, just various external things that they gain their strength from. They are good when those external things are accessible. However, there are times when we need the strength and those extra things are unobtainable. I just retired after 25 years in the Army, and I've deployed 4 times. One of the first things that happens when you are deployed is they issue an order of restriction. Some of the restrictions that they put in this order are things that many people gain strength from. So in a time when we are restricted, and these are things that we use for strength, this causes interpersonal conflict that affects a lot of other things. Our strength should, as much as possible, be inner. We should trust and rely on ourselves so that when all the resources and everything else that we use for strength are unavailable, unobtainable, or even of low demand, we can always rely on self. Now, I say this with caution. I say this with understanding. I say this with reason, knowing that if I say this now and you've never done it before, you're not going to be able to do this now. It takes time for you to build that up. It takes time for you to trust yourself. It takes time for you to understand yourself. That time is crucial, however, very beneficial to building up your inner strength. Those of us that go to the gym, when we first go to the gym, and we may not know how to use certain exercises or certain piece of equipment, or we may look to our left or to our right and see somebody that's in there and seems as if they're lifting half the gym. If you were to talk to them, they would tell you when they first got started that they were not able to lift all that, but it took time, it took training, it took resistance, it took building up, it took dedication, it took discipline before they were able to get to this point. And so is the same for inner strength. You have to build it up, you have to work on it, but in the end, I'm telling you, if you can build up your inner strength when all things around you that you use for resources for strength crumble and fall or are unavailable, you can still rely on yourself. I'm not talking bad about the exterior forms of strength, and those that have strong inner strength still have exterior things that they use for strength, as we should, and we can. So I'm not talking bad about it. What I am saying is, in the end, you should always build up your inner strength and allow that to be what you can rely on regardless of whatever, wherever the situation may arise. This is Warren, Mr. Bowtie, leaving you with my 2 things that I love to say. 1, be the best you that you can be, and 2, it's called life. Live it.